Okay, so get this. Imagine being, what, 13 years old and already feeling like a retired celebrity.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty wild concept, isn't it?
Totally. And we're talking about Ryan Kaji, Ryan's World.
Right, the YouTube kid.
Yeah.
The one who made, well, just unbelievable amounts of money as a tiny kid.
Exactly. Earning more than Hollywood actors, basically just opening Play-Doh on camera. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It really is a phenomenon. Built this whole empire before he was even, properly a teenager.
Started super young too, right? Like 3?
Yeah, around 3 years old. The story, as we understand it, is he saw other kids doing videos, YouTube stuff, and just asked his parents, hey, can I do that?
Ha! Amazing.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just any YouTube kid, was he?
No.
No.
For a long time, he was pretty much the YouTube kid. Huge.
Okay, so let's get into this. For this deep dive, what we want to explore are these signs, these growing indications that maybe Ryan Kaji is, well, outgrowing his own empire.
And maybe finally getting to just be a kid.
Yeah.
Or, well, a teenager now.
Exactly. It's not really a story about him just quitting YouTube, is it? It's more about a child influencer actually growing up.
Yeah, and how the brand, this massive Ryan's World thing, is shifting around him.
Right. And all our insights today, just so you know, they come from this really fascinating deep dive we did into a YouTube video transcript that's been tracking these changes pretty closely.
It's interesting how quickly it all scaled up from just, reviewing toys.
Became absolutely massive.
Yeah, a household name in kids' entertainment.
Yeah.
Just from those early unboxing videos.
Okay, but as he got older, hitting those early teen years, did the source talk about challenges? Like, did things start to get a bit tricky?
Oh, definitely. The transcript points to some major controversies starting to bubble up.
When he wasn't like a cute little kid anymore doing the same stuff.
Exactly that. When he was clearly older, but still making these, very childish videos.
And people noticed.
Big time. The perception shifted. To a lot of viewers, it almost looked like he was being forced to do it because it was just painfully obvious he'd outgrown that type of content.
Yeah.
You could sort of see it in his eyes sometimes, like he just didn't want to be there doing that anymore.
Yeah, I can imagine. And that feeling, that public sentiment, how big did that get? Did the source mention the whole let Ryan retire thing?
Oh, yeah. It was huge. It was everywhere for a while.
Like on Reddit, TikTok?
Absolutely. Let Ryan retire became a phrase, a meme, a hashtag. It was this pervasive feeling online.
It really speaks volumes, doesn't it, about how people connect with these creators, even young ones.
Totally. And the ethics of it all. Because, watching a teenager pretend to be 5, it just doesn't sit right with a lot of folks.
Makes sense. So, given that feeling, what did the source find out about what the family is actually doing? Are they listening? Is the internet kind of getting its wish?
It really seems like it, based on the transcript. There are some pretty clear signs of an intentional winding down, or at least a big shift.
Okay, like what?
Well, one of the biggest things is a major lifestyle change. They actually packed up and moved. Left Texas.
Right, I saw that mentioned. They moved to Hawaii, yeah.
Why? And it wasn't just, for the scenery.
No, the transcript said it was about giving Ryan a better school curriculum, right? And specifically cutting down screen time.
Exactly. A real shift in their day-to-day. The video mentioned things like going on walks, capping his online hours.
And he's doing other stuff, like normal teen stuff.
Yeah, learning Japanese, apparently taking piano lessons, joining sports teams, actual kid activities.
That sounds really positive. I mean, apart from the fact he's also CEO of a billion-dollar empire on the side.
Huh, right. Just a typical teenager. And his mom apparently said YouTube filming is down to just a few hours a week now.
Okay.
The family's stance, very clearly stated, is school comes first, the internet comes second.
And Ryan himself has more say now.
Yeah, apparently he got the green light to stop filming whenever he wants.
That sounds good. Really good, actually. But, was there any skepticism noted in the source? Because it is a huge business.
That's a fair point. And yes, the source does mention a bit of skepticism.
Like what?
Well, it notes that they still sometimes post older videos, footage of Ryan when he was much younger.
Ah, okay. So there's like a back catalog.
Kind of implies there's this whole vault of old content they can still use, still monetize. So it raises questions about how complete this wind down actually is in practice,
Interesting nuance there. Okay, so beyond the lifestyle stuff, what about the actual content on Ryan's World? Has that changed too?
Oh, dramatically. A really big shift there.
So not just unboxing anymore.
Definitely not. Gone are the days of just endless toy reviews.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing things like skits, science experiments, family challenges, gaming too.
Gaming makes sense for his age.
Totally. And what's really noticeable is, well, there's less Ryan.
Really? Less of the main star.
Yeah, a lot of the recent uploads barely feature him at all. Sometimes it's just his parents doing something or his sisters doing pretend play sketches.
He has sisters involved now.
Yeah, twin sisters. And sometimes it's just cartoons or collaborations with other characters or brands. Ryan might pop in, but he's not the constant focus like before.
Okay, so if he's less visible, what about his sisters? The source mentioned them.
It did. It pointed out that his sisters are definitely getting more screen time. They seem to be starting to take over, especially in those pretend play and challenge type videos.
Huh. So maybe they're the future faces.
Well, the source doesn't explicitly say that, but it kind of raises the question.
Yeah.
As Ryan steps back more.
And the gaming content you mentioned.
Yeah, that seems like a conscious choice too.
Yeah.
More age appropriate for him, definitely. And apparently the audience even voted for more gaming content. So it fits.
So all of this, the move, the school focus, the content shift, his sisters getting more involved, it leads to a pretty big conclusion, doesn't it?
Which is?
That Ryan's World, the brand, it doesn't actually need Ryan anymore. Not day to day, anyway.
Bingo. That's the crucial point. It's not just the YouTube channel. It's evolved into this full-blown kids entertainment empire.
Like, how big are we talking?
We're talking massive. The source used the phrase SpongeBob-level franchising.
Wow. Okay.
Think about it. Toys in Walmart, right? Pizza collaborations with Chuck E. Cheese. He had a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Video games, anime series, books, stuff on Roblox, even AI characters based on the brand. It's everywhere.
So it's truly its own entity now.
Completely. The source mentioned they have over 30 employees. And get this, over $1 billion in merchandise sales over the years.
$1 billion. Seriously.
Seriously. So yeah, Ryan could literally take like a 4-year gap year, go to college, whatever, and the business would probably be just fine. It wouldn't flinch.
That's actually incredible. So what does this mean for Ryan himself then? It sounds like he's actually getting a path forward.
Exactly. It's not just winding down. It feels like he's planning his own future, separate from the brand identity.
Which must happen for every child star eventually, right? That what now moment.
For sure. And for Ryan, it seems like that moment is here. And thankfully, it doesn't seem like a crisis. He's just growing up.
Focusing on school, hobbies.
Yeah, real teenage interests. And he apparently has his own aspirations now.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
He wants to be an animator.
An animator, okay.
Yeah, he said something like, it's really fun to do. Which, you know, probably feels a lot different than unboxing another Lego set on camera at age 13.
Huh. Yeah, I bet that doesn't slap quite like it did when he was 6.
Probably not. So it's a reminder, isn't it? Behind the YouTube channel, he's still just a kid figuring out what he wants to do.
And that's great. It means this isn't some sad downfall story, you know? Ryan's world didn't crash and burn.
Not at all. It's more like Ryan's world graduated. Or maybe Ryan himself graduated from being the face of it.
It's evolving. He's not being canceled or pushed out.
He's just moving on.
Yeah.
It seems like. And honestly, from the public sentiment we talked about, that seems to be what people wanted for him anyway.
Yeah, nobody wanted to see him forced into making videos he'd outgrown.
Exactly. People just want Ryan to get to be a teenager. Because, let's face it, he's kind of earned it.
Gave the internet his entire childhood, pretty much.
So yeah, he seems to be fading out, but with a plan. He's got school, he's got hobbies, he's got a life to live.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway here seems to be that Ryan Kaji is transitioning. He's stepping back from being the constant face of this huge empire he started as a toddler.
And crucially, the empire itself is so big now, so self-sustaining, that it allows him to do that. It lets him actually pursue a more typical teenage life.
It really makes you think, though, doesn't it, about these kids, these digital child stars, the incredible pressure, the weirdness of your identity being tied to $1 billion brand before you're even old enough to drive.
What does it actually mean to have a childhood when your playtime is also your primetime profit engine?
Exactly. Definitely something to chew on, what that looks like in this digital age.